we were traveling every day from the flat. There's a lot of reasons to keep things simple as
Okay.
well. Yeah. It's a mistake to try to do too much. That's also another potential problem. The when time is limited, you have to be very careful about what you choose to do, and they know what they want to do and what they want to explore. And remember that when it rains, children are happy because they can go outside and play in the rain and get wet, and that's
Mm.
fun. Adults put up their umbrella and they shelter from the rain, while children put down the umbrella and just jump up and down in the water, and they have their fun. Um, the truth is, you don't need to spend money on children for them to have fun. It's not wrong
Mm.
to spend money on them. It's not wrong to have extras. There's nothing better than going to the beach and making a beach fire and sitting around the fire.
Mm.
That whole aspect is fun for kids, or even going to the beach and getting the children to make the fire
Mm.
is it's another level of activity. So yeah, yes. For example, yesterday I gave my children a lot of time to themselves to do what it was that they wanted to do, and I remember here's a little story. I remember as a child spending a lot of the time in the back of my parents' car
Mm.
as my parents traveled around to different places and I was traveling with them. And sometimes I was just sitting in the back of the car waiting
Mm.
for them to do things. And yeah, in my imagination, I estimate I spent half my childhood in the back of my parents' car, just sitting there waiting for them to do things. Now that's an exaggeration, but
Mm.
feels like that. And so the best thing anybody can do is create opportunities. So without really dictating what the children would do. Here's an example. So I open up the back of the car, I put in the bicycles, I put in the skateboards, I put in a bag full of toys and balls and anything that you can pick up and play with or throw or whatever. I just put a big bag of stuff. I put it all in the back of the car. And I drive somewhere and I stop the car and I open up the back of the car and I say to the kids, okay, what do you want? So I take them to a place, but I don't dictate what they do in
Mm.
that place. Maybe they want to ride their bike. Maybe they want to ride their skateboard. Maybe they want to just run around. Maybe they want to play with a ball. Maybe they want
Mm.
to, um, I've got this big bubble maker that makes giant bubbles.
Uh-huh.
So,
Yes. Yes. Yes.
bubbles are always cool. So,
Yes.
so I have that. Maybe the children want to play with that. And so creating those kinds of opportunities. And I did that on one day. I took them to part of the harbor area, and all they wanted to do was jump on the rocks,
Mm.
and they were really happy jumping on the rocks. So, and of course, I was trying not to panic. I'm like looking at them jumping on these big rocks. I'm like, oh my god, oh, an accident. Ah. Um, so giving them a little bit of space and
Mm.
freedom to to do their own thing, plus planning in some extra activities. It's nice when you can make children's dreams come true. Like one of my daughter's dreams was to ride on a roller coaster. So we did that. And, you know, it's just a nice thing. But yeah, those things were nice. And here's another thing that here's the thing that's difficult for me personally. It's the always seeking this. Traditional is good, but doing something new is good as well. There's a great balance there. Traditional is good and new is good. And so I took my children to this park where there was a roller coaster and a few other things for them to go on, and that was fun. And in the park, there was a butterfly house, which is it's a building that has basically only butterflies in it that fly around, but like tropical butterflies that are really rare.
Yes.
And so we went to this place, and there's these big blue butterflies, and they would fly and land on you. So we went to this. I'll keep talking. So we went to this park, and there were all these other things to go and do and look at. But where we had most fun was just in this little building that had butterflies in it, where we were in there for half an hour, and these beautiful butterflies were flying around and landing on us. So sometimes the unexpected is nice, which is what children bring to every meeting, to every situation. The unexpected, that you never know